And welcome to the Averett Sports Network. I'm Wyatt Acapole. Alongside me is Luis Martinez. We are back here in the Grand Center tonight for the last home game of the season for the Cougars before they go on the road for the last four games of the season before they start the ODEC Conference Tournament. As last Saturday, the Cougars here honored seniors Juliana Erickson, Kaylee Gentry, and Kaylee Deason on senior night against Lynchburg. Major headlines from last Saturday's match were that Sydney Mounts, Juliana Erickson achieved a team high in kills at 7, as well as Erin Gray continuing her strong career on the defensive side of the net with 13 digs, as well as Dayton Moore getting 12 digs of her own and 11 assists. Louise, what would you say is the key tonight for the Cougars?
So, going back to past games, especially the most recent game against Lynchburg, they have to limit mistakes. So, proper communication, getting the ball over the net as usual. Serves have to hit the target. We have to make sure we are consistent, because once we start getting our foot off that gas pedal, the Cougars begin to kind of slip and lose more and more points throughout the set, shooting themselves in the foot. So the Cougars, from past games this whole season, especially considering this is the last home game of the season, you have to limit those mistakes if you want to come on top of a very, very competitive Randolph side.
That's right. As we were just looking at the stats for both teams, with Randolph coming off of I believe a win, as they are now 12-12 overall with a 3-6 conference record, and as well as a 4-5 home record, and 5-4 going away. So looking at Averett, they're 5-5 in conference. So these two teams are pretty much about even, but Randolph coming off with one more win here than Averett. You were talking about how Averett needs to clean up the mistakes on the defensive side of the net. They have to be able to control the tempo of this game, Louise.
Yeah, we've seen in games that when they play at their own pace and they dictate how the ball moves from back and forth, they are a very, very strong team. But the second they give any type of leeway to the opposite side, they begin to slip, begin to fall back a bit more. And given number 10, Erin Gray, the libero for the Cougars, an insane player, an absolute defensive monster for the Cougars, she can only do so much. Everybody else doing absolute as much as they can, but you can only play defense for so long and hold on for so long. So looking at kills for the Randolph side, number 22, Jillian Warder with 244 kills on the season. Very good, but matching up across the net, Emma Nash also has 245. So this is a pretty even, stats-wise, pretty even matchup today. Hoping to see the Cougars come out on top.
That's right. You just talked about Emma Nash, one of the career leaders on this Averett team this year, as Erin Gray, and also we just talked about Allie Wilkerson stepping up right at the right time to be able to help get to this team hot, maybe at the right moment, going into the ODAC tournament here later on this upcoming month of November.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just waiting for lineups after these warm-ups. So we'll begin by naming off the starters for the Randolph sides. Number 5, Mackenzie Woodson. Number 7, Tahani Villanes. Number 8, Brooklyn Finnerty. Number 12, Michaela Paget. Number 18, Jada Domenech, sorry. Number 20, Brooke Murdoch. And number 22, Jillian Warder.
That's right, Luis. As now looking at the lineups for your Averett University Cougars, starting for them is number 2, Candace Woodliff. Number 16, Destiny McIntosh. Number 19, Kinsley Stevens. Number 21, Allie Wilkerson. Number 22, Emma Nash. And number 24, Juliana Erickson, as well as Erin Gray, being the libero for tonight. Now, the what we've been kind of looking at all season, as kind of noticing one more person on this team is Destiny McIntosh, the older sister of the two McIntosh sisters, stepping up on the front line of that of the defense when the Cougars need it most. Both McIntosh sisters have been huge contributors for the Cougars with where they have been in points this season.
Yeah, both of them combined for a good amount of points for the Cougars. Definitely something we'd love to see. Two sisters combining for a very successful offensive threat. And we can't forget about Juliana Erickson, number 24, the senior. She's been doing an absolutely amazing job coming off of injury. Emma Nash, of course, definitely somebody that's always in conversation. Allie Wilkerson for the Cougars, an incredible player. Sydney Mounts, just a couple names right there. They have been very successful this year so far.
That's right, Louise. As we're seeing a lot of huge contributors coming, starting tonight for Coach Olivia Earle's team. As after tonight, they go on the road for the rest of the season. Starting off with going to Virginia Wesleyan, who they previously lost to here at the Grand Center. So hoping to kind of turn that around after tonight's game against Randolph. As after that, they have on the 8th the University of Mary Washington, Berry College, and Christopher Newport, all in Newport News, Virginia. As we get started here with the with the national anthem, we'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network after that, and to give you a little more pregame before the match starts. Again, I'm Wyatt Ockpole. Alongside me is Luis Martinez. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network as we just heard the singers sing the national anthem to get us started with this important ODAC match between the Averett University Cougars and the Wildcats of Randolph College. If you're just joining us, I'm Wyatt Ockpole. Alongside me is Luis Martinez. We're about to get started here with this important matchup.
sophomore from Knoxville, Tennessee, number 4, Ella Jabley. A junior from Yorktown, Virginia, number 5, Nina Moore. A junior from Westerville, Ohio, number 6, Brenda Lang. A senior from Roxborough, North Carolina, number 8, Kaylee Gentry. A freshman from Cypress, Texas, number 11, Megan Lidman. A senior from Monroe, North Carolina, number 12, Carly Deason. Sophomore, a freshman from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, number 13, Kaylee Raines. A sophomore from Seymour, Connecticut, number 14, Ariana Soldra. A sophomore from Newport News, Virginia, number 15, Hope Parrish. A sophomore from Salt Lake City, Utah, number 18, Brown Larios. A freshman from Statesville, North Carolina, number 20, Emily McIntosh. And a junior from Stanford, Virginia, number 23, Dave Moore. And now, let's meet and greet the starters for your Averett University Cougars. A sophomore from Oxford, North Carolina, number 2, Cadence Woodland. A fifth year from Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 10, Aaron Gray. A fifth year from Statesville, North Carolina, number 16, Destiny McIntosh. A senior from Danville, Virginia, number 19, Kinsley Stevens. A sophomore from Hillsborough, North Carolina, number 21, Allie Wilkerson. A graduate student from Monroe, North Carolina, number 22, Emma Nash. And a senior from Jacksonville, North Carolina, number 24, Juliana Erickson. Your Cougars are coached by Leah Rose, assisted by Matthew Stillman, Brandon Walden, and Madison Gonzalez. Training the Cougars is Ashley Roberts.
As we get ready for this last home game of the season, Luis, what are we looking for?
Well, best case scenario, you're looking for a win. You want to squeeze into the playoffs. You want to get a couple wins on the road, but you want to end the season at home with a win. That is absolutely what the Cougars want. They're doing their best to push into the playoffs for the ODAC championship as much as they can. It's been a little slow this year, but they're going to do their best tonight to try to push through.
That's right, Luis. As we just you just mentioned that the Cougars will at least need tonight and 2 more wins on the road to squeeze into a definite playoff spot for the ODAC tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to start off here. Both teams trying to focus up mentally, get prepared for a long battle here. As we saw the statistics, we saw both teams' records. They're very much even though a lot of the Cougars' records don't really solidify or really show the amount of effort and hard work they try to put in these matches.
That's right, Luis. As we see on the front line, it's Juliana Erickson, Destiny McIntosh, Allie Wilkerson. In the back line of Emma Nash, Kinsley Stevens. Juliana, as you just said, Juliana Erickson, Cadence Woodliff. Starting for the Cougars, as we'll see a strong front line there, hoping to clean up some of the defense on that side of the net.
And we're about to get underway here in the Grant Center. As Emma Nash substitutes quickly for number 10, Aaron Gray, the libero for the Cougars. Brooklyn Finnerty, number 8, making way for number 12 for the libero, Michaela Paget. And the visiting Wildcats will start with the first serve. First serve to Woodliff. And Wilkerson sends it over. Great dig there. Paget looking for Villainous. Stevens, Gray, now McIntosh. Just out of bounds is McIntosh's attempted kill.
That was a great look there by McIntosh to get on the board early to start this match off. The Cougars definitely are looking to come out and score early.
And number 18, Dominich, hits her own side of the net, making it 1-1. It's part of those mistakes that we were talking about earlier that both teams realistically need to fix up if they want to come out with a win today.
That's right, Luis.
Aaron Gray to Villainous. Dominich looking for Murdoch. Dig by Gray, kept up by Stevens, and Woodliff doing the best she can to reach that one over. Not enough. It will bring Villainous, number 7 for the Wildcats, back to serve. Her serve straight to Destiny McIntosh. Stevens sets up Emma Nash. And Nash with an absolute hammer to that back line. Paget not enough behind it.
That's right, Luis. We just talked about Emma Nash sitting there as one of the team leaders on for kills so far throughout her career.
Destiny McIntosh, her serve, Dominich. Looking for wide, Stevens. Gray. Erickson, Dominich couldn't bring it down as Erickson gets herself on the tally sheet.
Great job there by Averett to take a 1-point lead here as they try to take control and to continue their tempo of play here.
And that's Destiny McIntosh right there, trying to get a point off the serve, trying to hit that back line, just goes out of bounds. We'll bring on Murdoch, number 20. Mounts
continuing her strong streak that started last Saturday against Lynchburg. We're definitely starting to see some fire from her, to bring a little bit of a spark here to the Averett Cougars offense.
Yeah, Mounts with a insane kill there, and that was off of a tip, off of number 22, Jillian Warder. Substitutions here for both sides. Number 16, Kaylee Turner entering the game, as well as number 9, Jamie Gallins. Gallin is number 9. Turner going to serve. Nash digs it up. Moore keeps it alive. Mount sends it over. Villainous. Turner. Moore, great dig. Gray. Now for Mounts. And Mounts again.
Mounts with an excellent kill there. There's an open spot on the floor right in the Randolph defense. She was able to spot it quickly. That's the great court vision that she's had over the past few games. Definitely bringing a spark to the offense of the Cougars to try to give them the spark that they needed into the postseason.
And Turner trying to set up number 9, and it manages to trickle down off of the touch of number 9, Galanis. Warder going to take a seat, bringing on number 10, Abby Maldonado. Hope Parrish entering the game, number 15 for the Cougars. Maldonado serve to Gray. Now Moore for Wilkerson. Villainous keeps it alive. Villainous going to do it herself. Gray. Moore for Parrish. Great dig there by Maldonado. A bit of miscommunication between teammates, but manages to work. And Mounts off the blocks and gets another point for herself.
That's right. It's that the Wildcat defense was just they're a little bit too late as the ball goes out of bounds and puts the Cougars right back into the lead. The first time that we've seen kind of in a while that they've actually sustained a lead for a little bit.
That Spinnerty kept alive there by Mounts. Now Moore. Gray going to calmly send this one over. Maldonado digs. Great effort there. Villainous off the blocks, off the tip, and out of bounds. More substitutions here. Cadence Woodliff back in the game. Finnerty going to take a seat, bringing on Brooke Murdoch. Paget. Woodliff keeping it alive. Moore here for Parrish. Off the blocks and down. Bringing us to 7-6 in favor of the Wildcats.
That's right. As we talked about earlier, Randolph is pretty evenly matched with the Cougars. They're a very good team on the defensive side of the net.
And that is Destiny McIntosh right there, delivering one for herself off the blocks and straight down.
McIntosh able to put it right back down onto the floor as she quickly gives her team the puts her team in the spot where they can succeed.
Oh, Parrish going to take a second, take a breather, bringing on Kinsley Stevens. Stevens straight to Villainous. Murdoch looking for that back corner. Woodliff, great reach. And Wilkerson will send this one up. Block there. Murdoch, not enough. Villainous gets blocked at the line by Wilkerson and Juliana Erickson.
That's a great job by the Averett defensive line, as they stand strong on the right up against the net like that, and more often than not, if they get there in time, the point will go in their favor.
And that is Galanis answering right back. Gray was there just in time, but couldn't quite get a hold of that one. As Galanis will take a seat, as well as Turner, bringing on number 5, Woodson.
You definitely see that the Cougars are trying to stay patient with the strong offense of the Wildcats, and making sure that they don't speed up too much and fall out of sync.
And Wilkerson at the line, met by Murdoch, and a point is awarded to the Cougars.
The Cougars right back in the lead, as they have a lot of confidence coming into this match, with the fact that Coach Earls has preached staying patient with her team.
Maldonado Dominic looking for Villainous, number 7. Great dig there by Woodliff. Now McIntosh.
Great kill there from McIntosh to spot a mistake on the defensive line for the Wildcats to be able to put the ball down exactly where it needs to go.
Aaron Gray going to serve once more. Maldonado digs it up. Dominic Murdoch. Murdoch, number 20. An absolute laser to the hands of Gray. And Villainous. Her serve to McIntosh. Controlled. Stevens. Erickson. Gray. Back to Stevens. Now Nash.
Great spot there from both from Erickson and Nash. It just took one more try than originally planned, but great spot there from those two teammates to get that point right back for the Cougars and to sustain their 2-point lead.
And now McIntosh, her serve floats and out of bounds. 11-10. This is something we've been talking about all season, holding on to those little mistakes.
Right, but as we've seen, the Cougars have been able to clean up a lot of the mistakes so far, and to bring a little bit of a stronger offense, as we see the ball lands just in bounds, as the ref was right there and gives the Cougars back another 2-point lead here as they take the lead 12-10.
Yeah, Emma Nash, great job there to perfectly send it into the back line, getting a point for her team.
Right, as we talked about, she's definitely doing a great job and making sure that she's communicating with her team, as the little mistake there from Randolph gives the Cougars a 3-point lead now.
Dayton Moore, great serve there. Going to set up herself. Villainous couldn't quite get under it. And this one will go back to Villainous. Now for Dominic. There for Warner. Now Parrish trying to answer herself. Villainous. Dominic for Finnerty, blocked. Kept alive. Finnerty sends it right back over. Gray. Moore for Nash across.
Great job there by Nash. What a wonderful strike. Right back onto that left side of the Wildcats' right side of the court, as the Wildcats were shifted over a little too far to the left. We're gonna see a timeout here from the Wildcats. Their first of the match. We're gonna take it with them. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network for the pickup of the first set here, where the Cougars have taken an early 4-point lead, 14-10, taking advantage of of mistakes from the Wildcats. And speaking of, another point there on a great kill there from the Cougars, giving them now a 5-point lead, with the score now being 15-10.
Dayton Moore going to serve this one. Up to Paget, Dominich, looking for Finnerty, blocked!
The Cougars are definitely on a hot streak there, thanks to Emma Nash and that front line of Sydney Mounts and Allie Wilkerson.
Yeah, Nash going to solidify herself on the last home game of her senior year. And Moore, Dominich putting this one up there for number 22, Warder. Now Nash again!
Nash on a streak, 3 kills in a row, able to give her team a 7-point lead here, as the Cougars are definitely on a roll and have the momentum so far.
Dayton Moore, her serve. Warder, Dominich, back to Warder. Warder, number 22, finding that back corner. More substitutions here. Dominich going to take a seat, as well as Woodson. Bringing on Turner, Galanis. And Turner, her serve, up for McIntosh. Now Nash for Parrish, sending it up. Dug up by Turner, Paget, Galanis, and no one around as Galanis scores that point. Number 9 in gray, finding an open area. And Turner, her serve in.
As you notice, the Wildcats are starting to see the open spots on the floor above the back line of the Cougars. There are huge gaps on the floor there behind that back line that the Cougars need to clean up some to be able to take control back in this game and keep the Wildcats from gaining the momentum.
Gray, Parrish, Paget, great dig there. Turner now looking for Warder, dug up by Moore. Gray, Mounts. Turner going to set up Galanis once more, as McIntosh putting in a great shift back there in the back line. And Mounts!
Great job there by Mounts to take the momentum right back. There was a great kill there for to get them right back where they need to be.
Yeah, number 3 in navy blue and white, doing all she can to put the Cougars ahead. And now Nash, number 22, going to step up for a serve. Villainous receives it. Warder. This one will go out of bounds.
Warner just a little too hard there on the kill. Joel Ellis tried for the kill, but her strike just a little too far out of bounds. As the Cougars are definitely looking to put this set away early. There's another timeout here. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. If you're just tuning in, I'm Wyatt Ockpole. Alongside me is Luis Martinez, as we're right here for this great matchup between the Averett Cougars and the Randolph Wildcats.
As the Cougars lead 19-13, Parrish trying to add something to that. Turner trying to get that backline McIntosh there just in time. It's Wilkerson, great dig there. Mounts trying to answer. And a lot of finger pointing as the official gives it to the Cougars.
That's right. The official must have seen the ball just go off a fingertip or two of the Wildcat defense.
And Nash, her serve, now 20-13. Turner putting this one up. Looking for Warder. Mounts blocked and out of bounds. Mounts. Been saying that name quite a lot today.
That's right. Mounts is one of those players for Coach Olivia Earls that has stepped up here late on in the season, hoping to give her team a little bit of a spark here, coming towards the end of the regular season, and to secure a postseason seed coming to the ODAC tournament.
And Nash's serve hits the net and just trickles down into open space, making it 22-13. Now Nash. Paget digs it up. Turner gets there just in time, looking for Warder, and Warder gets that back corner, number 22.
Warner directly to that, that's right to the back corner. There was an open spot right there behind the Averett Cougar defense. As they had shifted over a little too far.
Maldonado, number 10, her serve to McIntosh. Now Moore for Parrish.
Great job there by Parrish to stay patient with that rally and to put that point away from the Cougars. Now only just 2 points away from taking this first set and importantly, gain the momentum in the second set of this match.
Mounts her serve. Turner, Villainous. Villainous a little too much behind that one, out of bounds. Gain point here for the Cougars. Mounts going to step up to serve once more.
That's right. The Cougars running away with his first set a little bit, having now a 10-point lead, 24-14, as Mounts will serve it back in.
And her serve hits the back of the net. Not enough height behind that one. Bringing on Cadence Woodliff, number 2. Paget for Randolph, going to serve this one up. And Parrish receives it for Moore. Now McIntosh. And this one will go out of bounds off the block, and that will bring us to the end of this first set. 25-15 in favor of the Cougars. We will be back in just a short moment for the second set of this matchup.
And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. If you're just joining us, I'm Wyatt Ockpole. Alongside me is Luis Martinez. Luis, what did we see in that first set that the Cougars did well?
So there was a lot of positives for both teams, absolutely. As the Cougars just completely took that first set up by 10 points, 25-15. They minimalized mistakes. That is number one. They took advantage of mistakes that Randolph made, and that's what got them to where they could succeed in that first set. But a lot of it came out of number 3, Sydney Mounts, having 7 kills, and not far behind her is number 22, Emma Nash. That's a big part of their success in that first set.
That's right, Sydney Mounts. You know, the talked about her coming out of senior night as they as Mounts. One of them who made her team high at 7 kills, so she's already tied that.
And Stevens, her second serve, her first serve going to Dominish and getting a point for her team. Murdoch going to send this one over. Now blocked there at the line by Randolph off of Destiny McIntosh. Erickson going to send this one back. Dominish, Paget. Now Murdoch. Gray digs it up calmly. Stevens there for Erickson. Dominish going to set. There for Warder. And Woodliff trying to get that dig. Couldn't quite get there in time. Not enough reach.
Great job there by Warner with the kill there. Woodliff not able to get there in time. She was shifted back a little too far on that back line there.
Wilkerson. Great dig there by number 5, Woodson. And now Wilkerson's going to try again. At the line, and way too many touches for the team in gray. Yes, Wilkerson with a great stance on the net, not letting it come over to her side.
That's right, Louise. As we see that the Cougars are a little more patient here tonight and staying with their tempo and forcing Randolph to play a little bit slower here tonight.
Yeah, it's a great block there by Murdoch. As Nash does not matter.
Nash, great kill there, just too strong there on the other side, to the other side of the net there. As that'll be a point here for the Cougars as they now take a 2-point lead.
And Gray, her serve, Villainous keeps it alive. Dominish looking for Warder, dug up there by Stevens, over the line, over the net. Dominish there for Murdoch, and Murdoch just way too much behind that one. Stevens couldn't quite get a hold of that one.
That's right, as the ball goes long and out of bounds and right to a fan.
And now serving number 20, Brooke Murdoch. Sends this one up to Gray. Stevens. Erickson,
great kill there, right in front of that line. There was Wildcats spread out a little too far. Erickson saw a spot right there on the front line.
McIntosh, number 16 in white, sending this one up. Paget to Dominique. And out of bounds off of the hit from number 5, Woodson. McIntosh, her serve once more. Villainous keeps this one up. Dominic. And now it's up for Warder. And she will send it up and over, but the rods will be the real dictators. That one will be called for a point for the Cougars. 6-2 in favor of the home team. And Paget for Dominic. Looking for Warder, and Warder out of bounds.
Randolph just not able to keep the ball in bounds here early in the second set. Averett taking advantage of that to be able to gain their 5-point lead as they're looking very, very hyped there on the bench.
Dominic trying to find the Cougars off their game. And Parrish! Sorry, Mounts, number 3. And the Cougars will force Randolph to call a timeout. 8-2 in favor of the home team. We'll be back in just a short moment.
And we're right back here on the Averett Sports Network out of that timeout as we saw Sydney Mounts just absolutely put that last point away as they continue their dominance on the front line. Erickson and Emma Nash there, just too much there for the Wildcat offense as that ball just goes right out, right back over the net and falls for another point.
Paget digs this one up off the serve from McIntosh. Gray, great dig. Now Mounts. Gray keeping it up in the air. Stevens for Nash.
The Cougars right now are just relentless there on offense as they are trying to put this team away early.
McIntosh going to serve once more. Up to Paget. Dominic. Finnerty. Kept up by Gray. Stevens, great dig. Sent over by Mounts. Villainous. Dominic. Across for Warder. Kept up by Stevens at the line. Blocked by Nash. As the Cougars are relentless. And Erickson gets that one.
Erickson, what a great way to stay with that one. As the Cougars now lead 11-2. We've seen what's going on right now for the Cougars. It's just that second and third effort right there to be able to pick some of those balls up that they previously hadn't seen in the earlier in the regular season.
And just like that, the Cougars have a defensive stance, and Finnerty blocked.
What a great streak here from the Cougars as Mounts and Nash right there for the block.
That is an impenetrable wall.
That's
that
right.
Front line.
That's why we call them the brick wall.
McIntosh serves again. Villainous retrieves it. Dominic there for Woodson. Stevens, and just out of bounds. Bringing that long point streak to a halt.
That's right, as Mounts will was just trying to get the ball over into that early left side corner of the court here, closest to the scoring table.
Turner entering the game. Her serve to Gray. Stevens here for Erickson. Erickson blocked at the line there by Finnerty.
Great job there by Erickson to try to catch the Wildcats off guard there.
Turner, number 16. Her serve out of bounds.
It's way too strong there from the Wildcats, just not able to get onto the same page. As the Cougars now have a 13-4 lead as Erickson and Kinsley Stevens will check out.
Now, Dayton Moore. Paget. Turner. Warner,
great job there as the front line of the Cougars just caught a little off guard there.
Warner with an insane kill Gets it off the blocks. Getting a point. Maldonado entering the game. Gray digs it up. Moore. Parrish sends it over calmly. Paget. Turner. Villainous. Dug up by Gray. Now Moore for McIntosh in the back line. That will be out of bounds.
As we've seen, the Cougars have kind of picked up the tempo a little bit, playing a little faster here.
Maldonado, her serve over the net, setting up Nash. Blocked there by Finnerty and Villainous. Gray putting it back up in the air, and Nash sending it over. And the Cougars will be called for double hits. (17) 13-7 here in the Grand Center in favor of the Cougars. And that is Mounts beating the block.
Great job there by Mounts to get right to the block and to put that one away, as she was right there to make sure that the Cougars able to get right back on the board.
Nash, her serve out of bounds. Bringing Paget back on. She will serve now. Number 12, the libero for Randolph. Gray. Moore for Mounts. Maldonado digs it up. Turner trying to set up Galanis. Gets stopped at the net. Turner now switching sides for Villainous. Gray digs it up. Moore. Mounts. Kept up there by Moore. Gray doing her best to get a touch. And Parrish sending it over. Maldonado keeps it alive. Villainous now trying to answer for herself. Moore. Great dig there by number 23. And stopped at the net there by 7 and number 20.
Great rally there from from both of these teams. Randolph has caught a little bit of a hot streak here.
Paget. Her serve. Now Moore keeping it up. Gray to Wilkerson off the blocks. And a great attempt there by Turner, but just not enough.
Yeah, great job there by the Cougars to get back on the board, and taking advantage of the miscommunication here from the Wildcats. Just not able to get there on that one.
And Mounts hooks her serve, and this one will go into the back of the net. Couple substitutions here. Dominic and Woodson going to enter the game for Randolph.
That's
Mounts going to take a seat. Woodliff entering the game.
That's right. Coach Earl is giving Mounts a little bit of a break here, as she's going to need her later on.
15-10. Woodliff making an impact immediately. Moore to Parrish. Maldonado receiving that one now. Villainous from the back line. And it'll trickle down off of the blocks.
The Wildcats just not able to handle that one, as Erickson and Stevens will come back in for the Cougars, as Dayton Moore and Hope Parrish will check out.
Stevens waiting for the call. And her serve will go just out of bounds. Warder, number 22, going back into the game, entering the game for number 10, Maldonado. And Villainous, number 7, will serve this one up for Randolph. A lot of great touches here from both teams, as Paget now trying to look for Warder. Stevens across to McIntosh. Villainous keeps it alive. Dominic back to Warder, blocked.
Great block there from Erickson and Wilkerson, as the ball would just go out of bounds there. Not just the angle there, as they were trying to keep it in. As the ball just went a little out of bounds there.
Woodliff putting it straight back into the air. And Wilkerson with an oopsie-doopsie over the blockers, finding open space, making open space.
That's right. The Cougars doing a great job of creating space for the to develop their offense a little bit more as the Wildcats little miscommunication there on what just happened.
So Paget receives this one, and Warder way out of bounds.
Warner just a little too long here as it'll give the Cougars another 6-point lead, 18-12, as the Wildcats will call another timeout. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. One of the things that we've seen from the Cougars is that second, third, fourth effort to keep the ball in play.
Stevens going to set this one up for McIntosh. Blocked there by Murdoch. Murdoch doing her best, and the Cougars trying to send it over immediately. Not enough.
Yeah, Nash just trying to get the ball back over the net there as the referee already called it a point. We're just trying to keep the ball in play there.
And Gray trying to receive that serve from Murdoch, number 20. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Woodliff receives this serve. Stevens for McIntosh. And just off of the line, maybe a couple inches off.
That's right, McIntosh just right there. She thought she found a spot there, but the ball must have been just a couple inches, like you said, out of bounds.
Stevens going to receive this one for Nash, and Nash will hit the line this time.
Great job there by Nash to keep it in bounds on the second effort there, as now her team back up by 4.
McIntosh back to serve, number 16. Her serve, dug up there by Woodson. Dominich, Warder sends it back. Now Nash, Dominich holding on. Paget putting it back. Villainous going to send this one over. Stevens for Mounts.
Great job there by Mounts. Sorry.
Off with a tip there. Mounts with an absolute hammer for the backside. Woodson couldn't quite reach it in time.
That's right. Mounts being one of her players that Coach Earls has showed a lot more trust in later on in the season here.
And Erickson slowed down tempo, not a problem. Finding open space in that back corner. Absolutely uncovered. No one within range. McIntosh again to serve. Villainous, the Dominich. Finnerty stopped at the net. Might have hit Erickson through the net. As Finnerty couldn't quite get enough height behind it. As a serve from McIntosh once again trickles down. Woodson keeps it alive. Dominich puts it back in the air. Now Finnerty again. 23-15.
That's right, Louise. A couple of great blocks there by Juliana Erickson there on the front line has given the Cougars a little bit more confidence here. Only 2 points away from giving them a 2-0 set lead.
Stevens, and great effort, but not quite the trajectory she was looking for. It went out of bounds, bringing on Turner to serve. And Galanis, number 9. So Turner, her serve, will go up to Gray. Now Stevens for Erickson, Villainous. Not enough control behind number 7 as Erickson gets a great kill, bringing us 24-16, very close to the first end score of the first set. And Moore, her serve for the Cougars. Galanis puts it back up in the air. Turner there for Warder as Moore trying to react fast enough, couldn't quite get a hold on it. Maldonado entering the game, number 10.
Still a set point here for the Cougars. Coach Earls looking to get her team to put this one away.
Moore, great job to retrieve that one in the back corner. There is Parrish with a great kill.
That gives the Cougars a 2-0 set lead. Great job there by Allie Wilkerson. Just a little less power there. Keeps the ball in bounds. We're gonna take a quick break here before the start of the third set. We're gonna be right back here on the Averett Sports Network. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network for the start of the third set here for the between the Averett Cougars and the Randolph Wildcats. As the Cougars have now taken a 2-0 set lead pretty handily in both sets. Let's talk about some stats here for both Randolph and for Averett. Sydney Mounds coming off with 10 kills there after the second set, as well as Allie Wilkerson having 4, as Nash having 8 there in the second set, as well as 5 by Juliana Erickson. So there's been a lot more confidence here shown for from the Cougars.
And that was an amazing rally there by the Wildcats as they're holding on strong with a lot of great saves. As Villainous, great dig there by McIntosh, sent over by Gray, blocked at the net. Gray keeps it up. McIntosh sends it over. And Murdoch gets the final kill.
Great rally there from both teams as Murdoch. Great, that was an absolute missile in between the defense for the Cougars.
Dominic sending this one up. Recovered there by Stevens, and McIntosh finding that back line as Dominic will set up Galanis, blocked at the net. Dominic trying it again for Villainous this time. And gets right past Woodliff, hitting that back line. 2-0 start for the Wildcats.
That's right. We've seen a little bit of a game plan change here for the Wildcats. Has contributed to their early 2-0 lead here in this third set.
Paget now. Warder sends it up. Gray, Stevens there, and McIntosh with enough effort and enough power to send it over the net. Now Galanis trying to do it herself. Stevens there for Erickson off the blocks, 2-1.
Great job there by Erickson to put that one away as the front line there for the Wildcats just not able to handle that one on the left side there, as the ball just going off of the fingertips of number 9 for the Wildcats.
Gray, her serve trickles off the net and sets up Murdoch perfectly from that set from Dominic.
Stevens just not able to get there in time to keep the ball in play.
Villainous, her serve directly to McIntosh, just a little low. McIntosh couldn't quite reach it, couldn't quite get behind it. And Villainous will serve once again. So this serve kind of floats up, and McIntosh again trying her best to control that serve. It's 5-1 in this third set.
That's right, Luis. We've seen a little bit of a momentum change from the Cougars totally dominating to the Wildcats taking a 5-1 lead here.
And Paget, great dig there off of that attempted kill by Nash. Now McIntosh trying to answer herself. It hits the rod. Galanis keeping it up in the air. Dominic sets it over backwards. Gray, great dig off of the hit from Woodson. Now Erickson.
Nash, great job there to keep the ball under control on their side of the net, and to help her team get back into this set, as they have now taken their second point of this set. It's only now 5-2.
Now McIntosh, her serve up. Paget couldn't control that one. She will be back again to serve.
That's right. This is exactly what Coach Earls was hoping for, to get her team back on the same page and get back with communicating with her team and making sure that her team are all on the same page of communication out on the floor.
Now Murdoch, number 20, going to serve. Stevens setting up Mounts.
What a kill there from Mounts. An absolute strong hit there, able to put her team back within 2 to bring her, hopefully to bring her back, bring her team back within a tie of this game.
Now Dayton Moore. She will serve this one up for the Cougars. Villainous retrieves it. Finnerty. That is Warder sending it over now. Mounts again.
What a hot streak Sydney Mounts has been on since last Saturday. She has given her team a bit of a spark here.
Dominich sending this one up for Gallinus. And Gallinus finding a way to make it happen.
It's right, Louise, as the ball just landed right in bounds there, right in front of the ref.
Number 16, Kaylee Turner, going to serve for Randolph. As her serve goes to McIntosh. Now Moore for Nash. Turner puts it right back up, setting up Mounts. Turner there just in time. Now the ball in favor of the Cougars. Now Nash! Out of bounds.
Nash, great hit there. Just not able to find her exact spot on the floor.
Turner, her serve to Gray. Now Moore. Mounts beating Finnerty at the net, making it 8-6.
Now Mounts just right there, kind of putting her stamp on this third set and on this game, on this match as a whole.
Turner trying to set up Warder. Great dig there by Nash. As Mounts sends this absolute rocket across the net. Miscommunication between teammates, and it'll fall, making it 8-7.
The Cougars hyped up here as they look to continue the another momentum shift. Now the momentum being on their side.
Finnerty going across. McIntosh keeps it alive. Moore trying to set up Mounts. Not enough distance behind that ball. Hits the back of the net.
Mounts just on an absolute hot streak here, as Emma Nash will check out, as then Mounts moves back to the back line to play a little bit of defense here for the Cougars. We'll bring also Allie Wilkerson in.
And Mounts from that back line, getting right under Villainous, and Finnerty getting another point. Now Mounts, Maldonado digs it up, setting up Turner. For Villainous, blocked at the line and out of bounds.
What a great block there from the Cougars. The ball just lands right out of bounds. Not exactly what the Cougars are hoping for, but great job there for the Cougars to be right there for that block.
Now Paget, Woodliff, Moore for Wilkerson off the tip.
Great job there from Wilkerson to get that point back for the Cougars. As Kinsley Stevens will check in, as well as Juliana Erickson brings out Hope Parrish and Dayton Moore.
Stevens to Paget. Turner looking for Woodson, kept it alive there by Maldonado. Now Villainous. McIntosh puts it right back in the air. Stevens now for Erickson. Paget, Turner, great save there by Randolph. As Stevens trying to get them off their mark. Murdoch quick to react. Now McIntosh. Turner. Paget, great save. Villainous sends it over. And Erickson gets the final say.
Great job there from Erickson as the ball went off the net. She didn't think that was going to land for a point, but little miscommunication there from the Wildcats, and she was just like, okay, I'll take it.
That is a great defensive effort there by Randolph, just not enough. And Stevens, her serve, will bring Randolph back up 11-10 here in the Grant Center.
Let's give a little bit of a shout out to the bench for the Cougars, as we see Brenda Light there for one of the reserves for Averett, keeping her bench hyped up and all on the same page.
Galanis keeps it up into the air. Dominic for Villainous, blocked. Maldonado sends it up and out.
We are all knotted up here in the Grant Center as we are knotted up at 11.
Gray, her serve. Galanis. A bit of an oopsie daisy there. The ball directly to the ground. 12-11 as the Cougars take their first lead of this set. Dominic for Murdoch, kept up by Stevens. Erickson doing her best off the post and out of bounds.
Great arm there from our SID, Drew Wilson, to get that ball back and play quickly.
All tied up here. Villainous, number 7, going to serve. Her serve to Gray. Stevens, Erickson!
One absolute rocket there from Erickson to catch the Wildcats off guard there to give them back a 1-point lead here.
Now Destiny McIntosh back to serve. Her serve up. Villainous retrieves. Galanis putting this one up over the net. Stevens for Mounts. Villainous. Not enough control behind that one. And that will go out of bounds. The Cougars take a 2-point lead. McIntosh, Dominic, Galanis, back corner.
Great job there by Galanis to catch the Cougars off guard there a little bit, and as well as the ball falling. Great job there to put the exact amount of power behind it to keep it in bounds.
Great save there by Dominic, selling out for her team as Mounts gets a kill off of Villainous.
Villainous is not able to handle that one there.
Couple substitutions. Hope Parrish entering the game, as well as Dayton Moore giving way for Stevens and Erickson to take a breather. And Moore will serve. Her serve back to Villainous. Dominic trying to catch the Cougars off guard. Nash! As Finnerty doing her absolute best to stop the powerhouse of Nash at the net, just not enough. And a timeout is called for Randolph. 16-13 in this third set. We will be back in just a short moment.
As we're back here on the Averett Sports Network, we're having a little bit of fun here in the Grant Center today as we're enjoying this this great match between two very, very great teams.
Dominic to Villainous. Gray for Moore. Back to Parrish. Parrish. Dominic's great dig. Villainous retrieves it. Paget going to send this one up and over. Now Nash trying to find open space. Dominic's going to set up Galanis off the blocks, and Galanis will get another kill.
It's a great job there from the offense for the Wildcats. Just able to keep up the momentum.
Kaylee Turner, number 16, entering the game. Her serve to McIntosh. Moore mounts. Kept up there by Turner. Villain is going to put this one up for Finnerty. Gray on the back line. Mounts. Kept up. Villainous. Sends it up. Moore. Parrish. Great defensive stance here by Randolph. As Warder. McIntosh trying to get there in time. Not enough.
Yeah, McIntosh is not able to get there in time. As a little bit of miscommunication here from the Cougars, that Coach Earls is trying to get back on the same page.
And the ball trickles down, but kept alive there by Paget and Woodson. Now Parrish beating the block there of Warder and Finnerty.
Great job there by the Cougars to get that one to go down. As the relentlessness from the offense.
And Nash gets a point for her team, an ace off of her serve.
That's right. You can tell that the Cougars have a little bit of fun here with the fact is that they have a 3-point lead, and they can feel that they have a bit of confidence here.
Paget, great dig. Villainous setting up Warder, and Warder's attempted kill out of bounds. 19-15. Another timeout called here by Randolph. We will be back in just a short moment.
Back here on the Averett Sports Network, well, we'll see Emma Nash take the serve here for the Cougars with a 19-15 lead.
Turner going to set up Warder, and Warder finds a way to make it happen. And after that point, she will bring on Maldonado.
As Emma Nash will check out. And I think it'll be...
Great dig there by McIntosh. Moore sends it up. Maldonado keeps it up. Turner for Villainous. Moore, great dig at the net. Setting up Woodson.
That's a great job there by Woodson to get the ball right on the side where the Cougars were not shifted to. So, but what I was saying earlier was that it looks like Emma Nash checked out for Aaron Gray to come back in just after a short break.
Turner puts it up in the air. Paget controlling it, and Finnerty sends it over. Now Moore will do some damage here for Mounts.
Mounts, what an absolute rocket there! As looks like number 19 for the Wildcats just kind of slipped there on the court. But the Wildcats just not able to handle that one. Just too strong by Mounts, and finds an easy spot on the court.
And Mounts, her serve hits the back of the net, bringing on number 8, Kaylee Gentry. Paget, number 12, the libero for Randolph, going to serve. Her serve up and out of bounds, 21-18 in favor of the Cougars.
The Cougars just able to take advantage of little tiny mistakes from the Wildcats. One of the big things here for the Cougars tonight is the fact of them staying patient on their side of the floor.
Woodson couldn't quite get it over. It would be more than 3 touches. 22-18. Cougars about ready to close this one out. Stevens takes a deep breath, sends this one up and over. Maldonado setting up McIntosh.
McIntosh, great rebound there for the kill. Just able to put that one away strong.
So now it's Stevens again. Villainous putting it up in the air for Turner. Back to Villainous, and Villainous is blocked and off of her own touch.
Set point here for the Cougars to try to put this match away and get a much needed win.
Stevens to Villainous. Turner putting it back up in the air, and Villainous will try to send this one over. Gentry dig. McIntosh! Maldonado keeps it alive. Turner for Villainous at the line. Wilkerson sends it back. Wilkerson keeping it alive.
Great second effort there by Wilkerson and Erickson to keep that one alive on that side of the net.
McIntosh looking for that far corner. Murdoch putting it up in the air for Woodson. Erickson, Stevens, back to McIntosh. Maldonado's
little mistake gives the Cougars a match win as they take it 3-0 over 3 straight sets over the Wildcats. A much needed win here for the Cougars as they now go on the road for the last 4 games of the season. Louise, this is going to help hugely with securing a playoff spot for the Cougars in the ODAC tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. As they add another tally to the win column, especially in conference. A very tough matchup today, as both teams were pretty much even, looking for a win tonight, both needing a win tonight. And the Cougars come out 25-18 in that third set to win and get a sweep against the visiting Wildcats.
That's right. That now gives Averett their 12th win on the season and another win in conference. This will give Averett a 6-5 conference record. It'll be an exciting end to the regular season, and looking forward to the conference tournament here in just a few weeks. I'm Wyatt Ockpole. Alongside me again is Luis Martinez. We've had some fun in the grandstand tonight, but we'll be looking forward to the rest of the season and the ODAC tournament here to play. And I'm sure that we'll be back here in the Grand Center here during the ODAC tournament. We've had a great night with you guys. We'll see you guys again soon here on the Averett Sports Network.